Hello and welcome back to my small little library. Today I'm gonna take you book shopping and we're gonna shop on World of Books because that is a secondhand book site that I have really good experience with. So I wanna shop for a few horror books and some Stephen King. So we're gonna see what we can find, and I thought I'd just take you with me and then I will show you the haul once it's here so you can get a little bit of an idea, what you can expect from the page. But yeah, let's start it. I have my tablet here. I'm filming my tablet, so I will put it in here somewhere. And yeah, let's start some book shopping because I haven't done a lot of book shopping in the last few months, so I'm really excited. And I mean, secondhand books are always the better option, let's be honest. So let's search. Let's start with Stephen King. Okay, and I'm gonna go with hardcovers, and then I'm mostly going with like these cheaper books, to be honest, because if I do get books secondhand, I'm not paying 20 euros to get the books, so I'm gonna go with the cheaper ones. And then I'm pretty much always going with the like new versions, so that the chance that the books look really good are really high. That is just my criteria. Obviously you can buy the used ones, but they will have a lot of creases and stains and stuff like that, and I do prefer, even if I buy secondhand, to have like really good looking books, because if I give books up, I do care a lot for my books, so that are the books that I personally love to get. So yeah, let's look here. Well, as you can see, it's a little bit harder because there are different books in between the Stephen King books, which always happens, which is a little bit annoying, to be honest. I also don't know why that happens. Let's go with that setting. I mean, I don't think I own Blaze. I don't know. Okay, it just seems they really don't have a lot of Stephen King right now, so that is actually not an option at the moment, it seems like. So let's go with the next thing I want to look up, and that are alien novels. And we're also gonna go with the cheaper books and the hardcover options. Yeah, which doesn't look good. Okay. Well, we could go with ballistic. Okay, but yeah, that doesn't look good. So let's look up the paperbacks. Maybe we have a little bit more chances at finding paperback alien novels. Here we have one. Let's see what is in there. Well, that looks good. That I definitely don't own. Let's look down here. Earth Hive. Do I already own Earth Hive is the question. Yes, I do own Earth Hive, so that isn't in the cards. But what is with this one? Nightmare Asylum. With Steve Perry, which is an author I already have with Alien. So I'm gonna put that one into my thing as well. Which is really nice. Let's see what they have in the view more category. Okay, so they really don't have a lot at the moment. So I might just stay with those two, which are a little bit more expensive than I would normally go for, to be honest, but I'm just gonna be fine with that right now. And then let's look at fantasy maybe. Oh no, let's start with horror books before we go to fantasy, because I would really like to stock up on horror because I don't own a lot of horror at the moment. So I would like to stock up on that. But yeah, we start with the cheap books. Let's just go with that one. And then let's start with the hardcovers. So we can see what they have. Okay, let's go with the paperbacks then. I do already own a lot of these, so yeah, that is the only problem I feel like with this site. A lot of the times they have the same books over and over again, like the more popular books, and obviously I do own a lot of those already. So it can be a little bit harder to find books that I actually want to read. Okay, one thing that actually interests me is this one. Let's see what this is about. I'm thinking if I've already read that. I think I actually read that already as an ebook, lent from my library actually, but I don't feel like I need that one. So let's continue. Come on. Okay. Okay, it's a ghost story. I'm not in the mood for ghost story right now, so let's not go with that one. There's another Stephen King. You see, sometimes the search is really not that good with this, which is the most annoying thing, that searching for stuff can sometimes give you a lot of false things, but yeah. So we do have a few Stephen King books here, as we can see. I don't actually, well, I've never read the Green Mile books, I have to be honest. So that is one of those as well. Okay, that explains it. Okay. So I'm not interested in reading The Green Mile at the moment. Can we look up Stephen King directly? Yes. Okay, that's a little bit easier. Let's see, this one is actually one I desperately want to read because somebody recommended it to me as one of his favorites, and so I might get that, even though it's a little bit more expensive. I mean, it's still cheaper if I would buy it new, but as if I would buy it new. So I think that's still a good thing. So you know what? Let's get that one as well. And then let's get back and look at more, because I do want to get quite a bit of Stephen King if I can. So I'm not opposed to that one. These ones I already own, all of them. So let's keep looking. That one I also already own. What is Revival? That sounds actually really interesting. So let's go with that one as well. Let's see, what do we have? So it's already 26 euros. So I would go with one more book, I think. Let's see that. Okay, if I get one more book under 6 euros, I get 10% off. So maybe that is worth it, looking into that. So maybe I should go with some fantasy. Let's go with the cheap ones and with the hardcovers. And then let's look what we can find here. I do have a few fantasy books in mind that I wouldn't mind getting. So if I see one of those, I will just pick one of those up. Okay, yeah, let's go with this one that I'm looking at right now, which is The Laughing Child by Terry Brooks, because it is part of the Shannara series, but it is a standalone, and I am reading more and more of the Shannara series. I read 2 so far, and I am trying to pick up more because I enjoyed those 2 quite a bit actually. So yeah, let's get this one as well, so I can actually continue with the Shannara books and get more into that world, because I do want to read quite a bit more of that world. So now we have all of them in the card, and as you can see I get 10%, so I will pay 30 euros for 5 books, which I think is on the more expensive side for used books in my opinion, but for what you can get online as used books, I think it's still quite good. And if I would buy books on Amazon, this would probably be like 2.5 books, and this way I can get 5 books, and I'm really looking forward to all of these. So I got my Stephen King, I got my Aliens, and then I got a bonus fantasy, which is what I want. So I'm gonna stop the recording of my iPad now, because obviously I have to purchase these, and then I will see you back here once the books arrive, and we will have a look at how they look. All of those are supposed to be in either as new or really good condition, so hopefully we will see that. But yeah, I will see you once the books are here. So it is now a week and a half later, and my books have arrived. I feel like they aren't packaged the greatest for books, because there is no bubble wrap or anything like that. They were just in a bag, you know. So I'm not the happiest with that, but it's fine if they look good. So yeah, let's look at the 5 books I've bought. It has been quite a bit, but they should all be in like new or like really good condition, I think. So let's hope for 5 really good looking books. Okay, so the first one I've pulled out is Stephen King's 11/22/63, which was recommended to me. I don't know if I would call this really good, because it is obviously red. I don't know how good you can see it. Let me give it a little bit more light. You know, there are obvious ridges here, and the back has a little bit of wear and tear. But all in all, I think it's an acceptable condition for me. I wouldn't call this really good, to be honest. But I can live with the condition. It's the condition a lot of my secondhand books are in. When I buy them on eBay, I don't really look for condition. I just look at the pictures, and if I'm fine with what I see on the pictures, the condition's fine. But yeah, with World of Books, I feel like this I would have put it down into good condition, because I think it's just good condition, not really good condition, because you can see like we have a lot of like bent edges and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm excited to read this, so it's nice that I finally got it. Let's see, it is 700 pages. That is gonna be a woozy to read. Then, oh, this is in actually pretty good condition. Let me get a quick look at it. Yeah, but this one, I would actually say this is pretty good condition, really good condition. This is Terry Brooks' The Darkling Child, which is a standalone novel in the Shannara series, and this is part of the Defenders of Shannara, but it is supposed to be a standalone, so... it might not be now that I'm looking at the book. Online it said it is a standalone. Well, maybe I'm just gonna read it as a standalone as is. But yeah, it looks really, really good. It has a really, really nice map in here, so I'm really happy with that one. For the next one, we have Revival by Stephen King, which this one has obviously gotten banned. I don't know how I can show you. This has gotten banned in transit, which I'm a little bit annoyed that they didn't protect the books better, to be honest. I feel like there should be a better way. Look at this. I'm actually really not happy with that. That is not really good condition, and that is bad shipping. I might have to talk to the customer service line, to be honest. I'm a little bit annoyed at that. Look at it. I mean, other than that, it looks fine. It has obviously been read, but you know, it looks actually a little bit better than the first Stephen King one, except for the bent pages in the middle because it wasn't protected. I will just lay it flat underneath the other books, and I'm pretty sure that will fix it. But yeah, I'm a little bit annoyed if I'm honest. But it's nice that I now have one bigger, one smaller Stephen King book to read, because, you know, a little bit of different lengths of reading material. I don't have a lot of small books. I have a lot of big books, which is sometimes annoying. And now let's go with the Alien books. These ones... Okay, you cannot tell me that this is really good condition. Like, there's no way you can tell me that is really good condition. It is an old book, I get that, but this is not really good condition. I'm actually disappointed. I never had so many discrepancies with the books that I bought by them. I mean, the inside is absolutely fine, as you can see. It's absolutely readable, like, don't get me wrong. I just would put this as good condition. I don't know why they would put this as really good condition. I don't get it. I'm totally fine with the books, you know. I would have bought them anyway. I just don't think it's fair to put this down as good condition. I might have to look up their definitions for the conditions of the book. Maybe I'm just getting the definitions wrong. But yeah, I personally wouldn't do it like that. But yeah, this is Alien's Nightmare Asylum, which I'm really excited to read. I have read another one by Steve Perry, so I know I like his Alien books. So yeah, really, really excited. Also, it seems like there are two types of aliens in here, which is super exciting. And then we have the last one, which is Aliens, the Female War, which is by Steve Perry and Stephanie Perry, so Steve and his daughter, which I have also read a book by her already in the Alien series, also liked her book, so that is really, really good. But yeah, this one as well, as you can see, it's pretty good like it's read pretty good. It is in definitely better condition than all of the other books, well, except for the bound copy. But that is what I think is, it's easier to find really good conditions hardcovers than paperbacks. I feel like paperbacks get a lot more use and abuse out of them, so I'm not that astonished that they aren't the condition I thought they would be in. But I mean, the pages on the inside are in really, really good condition, so, you know, I think that's just what you get when buying secondhand books on the internet. I think it's easier, especially since World of Books doesn't do pictures of the books, because they often have multiples of the book, so they don't do pictures of the book you're actually getting. So I think that might also play into it. If you go on eBay, you always have pictures of the book you're actually getting. With World of Books, it's not like that. But yeah, let's see from when these books are. Let's have a look at this. Okay, this was published in 1994, so this is from my birth year. So this book is turning 30 this October together with me. Well, maybe not this October, but this year together with me. So yeah, that is kind of cool that this book is pretty much as old as me. The original printing is a little bit older, but this version of the book is as old as me. And then let's have a quick look how old this one is. The Stephen Kings are obviously a little bit newer. This one was also published in 1994, so this is as old as the other ones. I mean, one thing I do have to say, these old books, I always love the covers. You cannot tell me that these aren't awesome covers. So yeah, all in all, even though I'm a little bit miffed about the fact that I wouldn't class at least 3 of these books as really good condition, I am still happy with what I've got. I think they all are in totally fine condition. If you get me, I feel like they're in good condition. But yeah, it's slightly disappointing, but not really, because I'm just happy I've got the books. So yeah, I don't know. I feel like you really can't complain for this amount of books. Obviously, it's not as cheap as, you know, if you go in a store that has like these €1 sales, but I never find popular books in stores like that, at least not here in Berlin. But I haven't found a shop like that yet. It might exist out there, but you know, Berlin is big and I live on the outskirts of the town. It takes me a long time to drive into the town, like into this, like I live in Berlin, but you know, it takes me quite a lot of time to drive into the center of Berlin, or to drive somewhere where there are a lot more bookshops and stuff like that. So I do prefer online shopping, and I feel like for an online bookshop where you couldn't see the books beforehand, they turned out actually not that bad. So yeah, I'm happy with what I've got. Just maybe like a slight communication problem or definition problem on the condition of the books, but none of these are in bad condition, so you know, I'm totally fine. I just don't know if I would ever buy a book that is described as in only good condition on the page, because obviously if these are really good condition, then what on earth would be good condition? That's something to maybe keep in mind. I also don't know if it's different if you like are obviously in America, stuff like that, because they do have an English site, so they aren't a German bookshop, you know. I think these ones actually came from Britain. But yeah, so it might differ from where you buy the books and where the books are stored and stuff like that. I think it might differ. It also might differ from who picks the book that they send to you. You know, people perceive condition as different things, and if they have a checklist and these fit the checklist, I'm fine with that, you know. So yeah, this is my small little book haul. The plan is to read all of these next month. That is my current plan, so I can, you know, it is October next month, it is my birthday month, and it is Halloween, obviously. All of these go, but no, 4 of these go more into the darker direction, which these all fit October really, really well. And then I just really like the genre books that I've read so far, so I don't mind putting a fantasy in there next month. So yeah, if you want to know what I thought about these books, review-wise, you will have to come back next month. Maybe just subscribe, then you will get a notification once I actually read these books, so you can watch and wait for the reviews of them. So yeah, thank you for coming book shopping with me. I hope you found this somewhat interesting, maybe to like if you want to look into buying secondhand books online, because obviously not every one of us has easy access to a physical secondhand bookstore. And I mean, there's obviously eBay, but I don't like to buy single secondhand books on eBay. I only tend to buy like bigger quantities of books, because I feel like eBay, like they really hike the prices up for used books. I feel like, at least like the ones I can get in Germany, if you try to buy English books in Germany on eBay, I have a lot of problems with like prices that just aren't okay for secondhand books. Just, you know, just saying it like it is. But yeah, thank you for watching, thank you for coming along, and I hope you enjoyed this video and found it helpful. And yeah, hopefully I will see you in the next video.